Hi, my name is Joep Driessen from the Cow Signals Training Company. Thank you for coming back to Cow Signals. Here we got a cow which is showing you 10 signals. So what can we see and what can we do about it? Cow Signals is about prevent disease and tunnel vision. And we see that most farmers don't see all the signals. They are just too much busy with their own job and they don't see the signals. So let's do a little test. What do you see in this cow? What is the first signal that jumps into your eyes? Maybe it's good that you put your video on pause for a moment and write down the 3 major signals on this cow. Because there are 3 major signals and there are 7 minor signals, but they all tell you a story. It's all about the secrets of dairy farming. And if you understand it, you can also prevent it. So, well, let's start. You didn't put on pause, did you? Okay, you're very curious, you want to know. Okay, let's have a look. The first thing you see is probably this danger triangle, right? On the left side of the cow, behind the last rib, you see that the skin goes inside and you see a little shadow on the side of the cow. And that means that this cow didn't eat for the last 6 hours. And that is bad news because cows like to eat every 2 hours. And if they don't eat for 6 hours, they get hungry and they get sick. And this is the case with at least 30% of all the dairy cows in the world today. So how does it come that 30% of the cows didn't eat? So let's look a bit further. You see the danger triangle, you see the hunger groove on the left-hand side. She didn't eat. What else do you see if you look carefully at this cow? What else is she trying to tell you? All right, you see the wound on the hock lesion. That's the joint of the cow. She has a hock wound. How did they get hock wounds? Interesting question. Then you see the lesion on the upper knee. Okay, and then you see the lesion on the back maybe. Did you see the lesion on the backbone? On the top of the backbone, it's a real pussy irritation on this cow. And it's like here on the backbone, you see? It's a hard bone. It's by hitting the metal. It's hitting something. But now the main question comes, why is it hitting something? So number 1 signal, empty rumen. Number 2, wounds on the legs and on the backbone. And now I want to know, what is the reason? Do you know the reason? Then we come to number 3 signal, and that's probably the most important signal. If you look carefully to this cow, you can see that she's lame. Did you see that? Be honest with yourself, did you see it? I do this in a lot of farmers groups, and if you saw it, you're a good farmer. If you didn't see it, you're still a good farmer, but you didn't know where to look for, and that's what I want to help you in. So you see that the back left here is a little bit lifted, you see? So she's not standing with full weight on 4 feet. And that is the main reason that this cow is having wounds, and that she didn't eat. So these are the 3 main signals. Rumen fill, the triangle, then you look at the wounds on the body, and then you look at what can be the reason. And the reason is lameness. And then still is the big question in, how does she get lame? What are all these factors that cause this lameness? But these are the 3 main factors on this cow. Another thing we have to look at, another 7 signals I promised you on this cow. Well, what can it be? Look a bit further. Okay, the head is hanging, okay? The ears are hanging. So one farmer was telling me, this cow has heavy ear marks. She has really heavy ear marks. But it's just that she is sad and depressed. And you can also look into the eyes. And eyes are deep in the head, you see? So when the eyes are deep in the head, means that there's too little drinking. There's too little fluids in the fat behind the eye. And then you get eye bulbs that go deeper in the skull. You can see it on this cow. She's not really clear in the eyes. Not nice and shiny, bulby eyes. And then we can look at the skin, the color of the skin. It's a bit dull and dusty. And the nose is not very shiny. And look at the hair on this cow. So this cow is telling us a big story. Last signal, number 10, is the tail signal. What does that mean? You can see that this cow is scared and afraid. Because she has pain, she can't move, and she's a bit stressed. And how can you see stress on a cow? Well, you can see the behavior of the cow, and you can see sometimes the white of the eye. You cannot see it on this cow. But what you can see is that she's pulling tension on her tail. You see, the tail is pulled to her body. That's like if you kick a dog, Don't try that at home. But if you kick a dog, she's running away with the tail between her legs. So this is just a little introduction about observing cows, learning how to see everything and understand everything. And this was only the seeing part. The next step is, how do you understand everything to have a better income and more working pleasure? How can we let cows live twice as long? What should we do as a farmer and then as an advisor? What can we do to improve the dairy industry a lot? And it's easy. I'm doing it every day, so I hope you tune in for the next video or sign in for our video program, because we have some excellent information for you that you can use every day as a farmer and as an advisor. Thank you for joining, and thank you for your trust in Cow Signals. Hope to see you soon in the next video. Thanks a lot.